Hello all, myself Vedangi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So guys, my another topic for today's discussion is public interest litigation. So what is basically public interest litigation? So public interest litigation, also known as PIL, is a form of litigation that is filed to safeguard or to protect the interest of the public. And public interest is also that interest belonging to a particular class of the community that basically affects their legal rights or liabilities. Now, what is public interest litigation in detail, if we say? So, public interest litigation has not been defined in any statute, but courts have interpreted PIL, and therefore the Supreme Court in the case of Janata Dal versus H.S. Chaudhary, it explained that PIL is basically a legal action that is started in the court of law for the enforcement of the public or general interest, where the public or a particular class of public has some interest and their interest has been infringed. So now talking about how the concept of PIL has originated in our country. So first of all, the first case of PIL was introduced, basically came in the year 1976, and its name was Mumbai Kamgar Sabha versus Abdul Bhai. After that, another case came, that was Husainara Khatun versus State of Bihar in the year 1979, that talked about the brutal state of the jails, and the PIL was filed by Husainara Khatun, who was a suffering prisoner, and she filed that case because of the brutal and bad conditions of the jails. Now after that, another case came, that SP Gupta versus Union of India. So that talked about judges transfer. That case was also known as judges transfer case, and in this case it was observed that if a disadvantaged class of the society's legal right has been infringed, and due to some reasons they are not able to come forward and to approach the court for the infringement of their legal rights, then in that situation any person from the public can, on the behalf of that disadvantaged class, they can approach the court and for seeking the judicial relief for them that has been caused to the disadvantaged section. Now, who can file a PIL? So any individual or any organization can file a PIL either either through themselves or on the behalf of them. Another person or any person from the public can file a PIL to provide them relief that has been caused to the disadvantaged section due to the infringement of their legal rights. But only if a person has a good faith and he has sufficient interest in that proceeding, he has the right to file the PIL on the behalf of that affected class. But if a person, on the basis of his private gains, is filing a PIL, then that shall not be taken into consideration. Now, where a PIL can be filed? So PIL is basically an extension of the writ jurisdiction, and therefore PILs may be filed either before the Supreme Court under Article 32 or before the High Court under Article 226. Even a simple letter or a postcard addressed to the Chief Justice of India or Chief Justice of the High Court can be taken into consideration. The court may even take the cognizance of a simple letter and get that converted into a PIL, as happened in the case of Rural Litigation and Entitlement Kendra Dehradun versus State of Uttar Pradesh. Now, what are the laws that basically governed PIL in our country? So over the years, the courts in India have formulated various principles with respect to PIL. So the first one was, it was related to the rule of locus standi. Like we have discussed, that if a disadvantaged class is not able to approach the court, then anyone on the behalf of them from the public can approach the court. Other was relaxed procedural rules. Then third basic law was related to intervention by the court, and the courts have also highlighted the fact that Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution of India is basically approached before the courts. Also, the question of maintainability came into action, and the principle of res judicata was also to be considered, and the appointment of a commission was also made. Now, there was a situation that a PIL can be filed in what way. So basically PIL can be filed in the same way as a writ petition, because PILs are basically the extension of the writs. So public interest litigation guidelines are available on the website of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, and there a person can file the PIL if his legal rights are infringed. Also, the concept of PILs, and mostly the PILs are filed in the cases of the environment. Now, if we talk about the conclusion, what we can conclude from the entire discussion is that a PIL is very important judicial tool, especially for the protection of the rights of those who are unable to approach the court, because they can seek the help of the court if their legal rights are infringed. Also, any person on the behalf of them can approach the court if they are not able to seek to approach the court. But there are also situations where the concept of PIL is getting so much misused, because so many people are taking the advantage of PILs, and they are filing PILs in the name of their personal gains. So that is basically a wrong thing, and for that the courts should make certain guidelines, and they should also continue to remain cautious towards such misuse of PILs, and towards the misuse of filing the petitions on the grounds of the personal gain. So guys, that's all about my today's video. I hope you all liked my video. If you guys have any doubt with regard to this video or to the previous one, then you can comment in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's click. Till then, bye.